What's up, guys? It's Friday night and we're ready to drink again. Sorry, Chris, I already cracked all the cola cans. So I've got these lined up already, and let me run you through the way I set this up. So what we're doing tonight's actually a blind tasting. I went with 2 ounces of Wild Turkey. This is Wild Turkey 81 that I bought for the budget bracket challenge. I talked about it when I went through here. So what we're going with tonight is Coca-Cola, standard Coca-Cola from a can, Mexican Coke, Pepsi Cola, Cherry Coke, and RC. So obviously the Cherry Coke's going to taste a good bit different than the rest. But the others, I have no clue what they are. So 2 ounces Wild Turkey, 4 ounces Cola, 5 ice cubes from the fridge. Mixed it up, swapped them all up. They've got labels on the bottom. Have no clue what they are. So before we get started with that, let's do a fresh crack. Fresh crack Friday. Caramel does not exist. This is caramel, Karml. This is the Caramel King. Kind of like the caramel crown. Let's see if I can even open this Elijah Craig. Here you go, boys. Fresh crack. Let's see what Elijah Craig Toasted has to offer. Pouring it up. I'll hold it up so you can get a good look at the color. This is if you guys don't have one of these glasses, it's called a neat glass. There are some other glasses called a neat glass that are tulip shaped, but this is a neat glass. It's fantastic for nosing. So it does a better job, I think, than a Glencairn at taking the ethanol out, but it's a bitch to drink out of. So I'm just going to compare it to what I remember Woodford Double Oak tasting like, because that's the easiest thing off the top of my head. Oh, you like the flowers? Those are. I was scrambling to get even set up to go tonight, watching the Penelope thing, and then I didn't think how much time it was going to take to actually set all these up and mix them. So the toasted notes are there on the nose. They're not. I don't feel like it's as dark, as deep on the nose than Double Oak. Still got a good sting to it. It's not as sweet on the nose. All right, so it's a different kind of sweetness. It's more subtle than Woodford Double Oak. I don't know what the time frame on these, if they did the Elijah Craig in the toasted barrel for a shorter period of time. Have no clue on that, but it is a dessert drink. It's got some graham cracker, and it does almost border, because the Double Oak to me adds kind of a creamy mouthfeel, so it's borderline on calling it a s'mores type drink. But yeah, so the Woodford toast is a lot deeper and more pronounced. This is more subtle. I really do like Woodford Double Oak. All right, so that's pretty good. I'd spend some more time with it. I don't know if it's if you come in expecting it to be like Woodford Double Oak, That's not what it is at all. It has a few of those notes, but it doesn't have the deepness of the toast that Woodford does. So I'll spend some more time with it, and I'll probably post a review at the first of next week for it. So let's get down to business. Competitor A. I don't know what this is. We'll wait until after I rank these to find out what they are. I guess the metric I'm going to rank these on is, does it taste good? I mean, what else is there? All right, so this first one's pretty good. It kind of feels flat almost though. It blends with the bourbon pretty well. At first, you get the sweetness of the cola, and then the bourbon comes in behind it, but it doesn't have that bite. And I don't know specifically when I say bite, Coca-Cola has a bite to it, and I may be biased in looking for that, but I think that's part of the experience is to add something else to it. Number two. Number two is interesting. Number two, the bourbon. So number one, the bourbon kind of comes in only at the end. On this second one, the bourbon kind of hits in the mid palate. Feels like there's a little more carbonation. Right now, I'll rank the second one ahead of number one. Obviously, I'm probably going to finish all five of these while we're on here, going back and forth. What other mixed drinks do you guys like to drink? Do you drink any mixed drinks? I don't know. It's not something that I often go to, but this is a classic. Number three here. Number three is cherry Coke. So number three is good. It falls a little flat. It's definitely cherry Coke though. Want to do some fucking Jaeger bombs? Me and my broskies love Jaeger bombs. It's not really a spoiler. Whiskey sour with the egg white is also my favorite cocktail. So this one has the carbonation bite that I'm looking for in it. Has the cherry flavor. I'm not going to rank cherry Coke number one. I'm just not, out of semantics, but it is good. Let's try out number four. This is a nice glass. I don't know if you can see it. Not really. I'll drink it down. I'll show you. It's got a nice Tennessee etching with a heart on Knoxville. This one's really well blended. It's kind of flat. It's super sweet. I'm going to throw this one in last place for now. Chris, what is Bourbon X rated? That sounds a little freaky. Sounds like a different kind of mixed drink. So I'm on number 5 now. Hmm. 5's okay. It's just okay. I've actually got another video scheduled 2 weeks from now where we're going to do other soda. So Mountain Dew and Sprite for sure are into that one. I'm probably going to do a separate series of video for root beer as well because there's so many variations of root beer. Probably do rye and root beer though. All right, this one's falling flat too. So let's taste it. I'm going to taste in reverse order and taste this back up through the ranks. Do a side by side and see where it lands at. So these are the two that are in 4th and 5th place right now. All right, that one is so sweet. I think it's even sweeter. It comes across even sweeter than the cherry Coke. There's something about this one that's just off though. So I'm going to hold that out in last place. Something's just not going on right there. It's almost like there's something bitter. I don't know. Interesting things happen when you start mixing things. Pink French liquor flavored with mango, blood orange, passion fruit. That doesn't sound bad. That actually sounds pretty decent. All right, so this guy was in last place because he was really sweet to start with. But as I come back through, it's a hard choice on this one. Something just clean, finishing clean about this guy. So he's at least up to 3rd. Run him against Cherry Coke. Whew, this sugar is already starting to get to me. Jesus Christ, this may not have been a good choice. All right, so this glass here is going to land himself in the middle. Cherry Coke, I'm going to leave in 2nd place. That's a good choice there. So, this was the guy that was in 1st place. See if he's still in 1st place. Yeah, this one's holding more carbonation, and that's what's doing it for me. So that's going to stay in 1st. We got 3rd. This video may not take as long as I thought it would. We are bourbon for the masses, and what the masses want, we give. All right, so we've got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd kind of settled in. So let's go for 4th and 5th place here. Oh, what to go buy at 7-Eleven? Mad Dog 2020 grape. Always. Yep, that's last place. All right. So this was a fairly quick video, and let's see what happens in the reveal. So last place, Mexican Coke. Mexican Coke in last place. That's a shocker. Fourth place, RC Cola. Third place, Pepsi. Second place, Cherry Coke. So that means high fructose corn syrup, Coca-Cola, is in first place, and Mexican cane sugar Coca-Cola is in last place. If I drink Coke, I drink the Mexican Coke, so I'm kind of surprised by this. And honestly, if you do a side by side of this, there has to be something in the corn syrup versus the sugar that affects the way it mixes. So the reason the Mexican Coke came in last, there's something about it that just comes off bitter, and it doesn't hold the carbonation the way that the standard Coke does. So I agree. Blasphemy. Mexican Coke is the superior soda, but when you're mixing it with bourbon, number one, standard Coca-Cola with the high fructose corn syrup. So this was fun. It came out interesting. You learn something by doing this stuff, and it's always fun to do it blind. We'll be back on Monday with the last of the first round of the budget bourbon bracket challenge. Then in 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be back with the soda, the non-cola soda version of this video. Also got some upcoming videos. Blake was gracious enough to send me a bunch of blind craft samples. So we're going to have a craft blind one night. And then something else I'm working on putting together. I'm going to put together a stream where I send out a bunch of blind samples to whoever wants to join in. If you want to be on the stream, you can be on the stream. If you want to taste offline and not be on the stream, that's fine too. You can taste along and comment. I'm probably going to, I think what we talked about before is I'm going to charge $10 for that. And that's not for me. That's just to cover shipping and sample bottles on those. But I'm waiting on a shipment of sample bottles to come in. So when those come in, we'll get that going and get everybody signed up. You guys know where to follow me at. If you haven't liked this video, like the video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any content, even though I'm not going to let you miss it because I know most of you guys. So, as always, had a good time. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Cheers, guys.